Hello and welcome to episode 38 of the Kicking Back podcast. Today we are joined by the wonderful Quiet Houses. Hello.
Hello.
How are you
Hello.
guys doing?
Very good, thanks.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I'd say.
Thanks for having us.
It's an absolute pleasure. I'm very much looking forward to listening to you guys play later. We had a little brief sound check before.
Yeah, it
Sounded
sounds beautiful.
Does sound
Aw,
delightful,
thank
man.
you.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, excited to play.
You guys had a good day? A terrible day?
Pretty good, but today was pretty slow. In
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
slog sort of day.
So a slow day, but you know,
You're here now.
here now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This won't be a slow thing. This will be fast and
It's
exciting.
been
Really-
frenetic
really
so
intense.
far.
That's really
Bang,
I can't
bang,
really
everything.
keep up actually.
Yeah.
So, for the people at home that don't really know who you guys are, do you want to sort of give us a little spiel about who it is and what you do?
Yeah. So I'm Hannah, as you've already said, and this is Jamie. We're in a duo called Quiet Houses, which you also know. And we started it maybe 3 years ago.
Something like that. Yeah.
But we're both from Edinburgh originally, and we went to the same school.
Oh, cool.
So we've known each other for ages, but only really started doing music together like 3 years ago or something. We both had really musical upbringings, but very different. Jamie was doing like rock bands, rock and roll, and I had like the complete opposite, so like the classical upbringing.
Okay.
So we didn't really like plan to start. It wasn't like let's start a project. We just kind of like
It's just
gradually,
gonna happen.
and here we are.
Yeah.
At first, was it like were you both pushing in different directions? And how did you get into like?
Oh, we're still pushing.
Yeah. You're still going for the rock
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
see the Line 6 pod over there. I was like,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So, you guys have been doing this for 3 years. I'm always interested to know about the projects that people do before this, particularly like the early stages, the bands with the awful names.
Oh yeah,
you know,
Jamie's has had a few of those.
Yeah, a few of those.
Go on,
Yeah.
spill the beans. Let's hear about that one.
I had a band called Your Favorite Dinosaur.
Oh, no. I think that's the
Oh.
worst one we've ever
I
had.
feel like
Pretty
we
bad.
should.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
write these down to be
Yeah,
honest. Because
have a leaderboard.
Yeah. Worst band name.
Yes, so am I the winner then? Is
I
that-
think
is
that's
pretty-
definitely up
Yeah.
there, man.
What's the worst one you've had down that part?
I know that I was in a band called We Found Wally. That's just a crap.
Yeah,
name
that's
I
as
quite
well.
like that.
Well,
I think that's kind of,
I think that's pretty bad.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
It is bad. So, what was the vibe of that band then?
It was fairly inconsistent, I would say.
Okay,
The whole
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like kind of I think I was massively into Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
So I was trying to push it in like the kind of funk rock, like that
Mm.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And then the others, I don't know. The singer has ended up doing like hyper pop stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah, she actually just won the Sound of New Scotland. Is that what it's called? Award.
Yeah,
It's SAYE or something. I can't remember.
some big award.
But yeah, she's awesome. She's
Cool.
called Lura, Lvra.
Oh,
Check her out.
okay.
Should check her
That's
out.
But yeah, she's
alright.
like the maddest person I know. She's amazing. She's a consultant. She did PPE at Oxford.
Right. Okay.
And she's just like this mad hyper pop star on the side. I have no idea how she fits all in, but
Wow.
so yeah.
Very nice.
So there was some talent in your band, despite
There
the...
was. Maybe we just didn't gel. I don't know. It didn't. Maybe it was the name. It didn't quite take off. We did a couple of gigs. We did like the school rock night. Although I don't know if we did the school rock night with that band. I think that was maybe my earliest band where I didn't play guitar and I just fronted it.
Yeah, that's fucking
And,
awesome,
like,
man. Nice.
I couldn't really sing. Yeah, it wasn't very good. I don't think.
Is there footage of all this stuff? Kicking on.
Sorry?
Is there like footage of anything?
I think so. I think if you
Uh-oh.
dig around on YouTube, you can probably find. Well, there's definitely one video of Your Favorite Dinosaur performing at the Mash House.
I wonder
Just,
if we
yeah.
can put. Do you think we could pull that up?
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
try.
know.
George,
my
could
God.
you?
I don't
Sorry,
think
you
need
started
to.
this part,
so we got
I
this.
know, I didn't
Um,
see that coming. I just walked into that.
Yeah, let's pull that up, James. Do you want to
If you-
fix
I
this
think
mic?
it'd be on. I think it'd be on Facebook. It's probably your best bet. And
Okay.
if you type in Your Favorite Dinosaur, I think the track was called. I can't remember.
I
It was
hope
at
it's
the Marling
equally,
House.
equally as bad name.
I think it
hope.
might.
yeah.
I think it might be Windowsill. I
Windowsill.
think, yeah, I think it
Oh,
was a
gosh.
song about a windowsill.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
pretty
we'll,
bad.
we'll
If
see.
you can find it, then yeah, do your worst.
But
See.
Jamie's always been very like very creative, and he used to be a poet, so that was his first thing. And he had an email
Ah.
account. He was really business savvy.
Yeah.
Had an email account for all of his, poetry and queries that were coming flooding in all
Yeah,
the
of
time.
course.
Called jamiethepoet@hotmail.com.
Yeah.
I should have kept it. It would be really cool now.
That's like, when like you mean business, isn't it? When you make a custom
5-year-old with
email,
an email
you're like,
address.
Yeah.
this is a thing
This is
now.
a
This
thing.
is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Hannah? Did you have any?
No.
it wasn't your
I didn't do
vibe.
the band thing until like a few years ago. So this is the only band I play in.
Okay.
So yeah, I was like pretty much all classical. I did piano, violin, singing, like classical singing at school.
Oh,
so
cool.
that was like me, and I did a music degree that was like a classical music degree. So
Right.
for 3, I did it at University of Manchester for 3 years.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, this was like very unexpected, but
Mhm.
now I love it the most. So
Whose idea was it to jam for the first time?
I don't
Yeah.
remember. Do you remember?
I don't know. I think
It just happened.
It
Yeah.
just happened.
Yeah.
We had some songs and we're like, you should sing
Yeah.
them, and then you had one, and then we
Yeah.
figured them out. Yeah. And we did a gig at Zombie Shack. I think that was our first gig.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've all done a gig.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
My dad's done the games. It's just how it works. Yeah, so
It's just when the,
Nice
when, the,
cocktails.
when the train goes over,
Over
the
the
top,
top.
and then
Yeah,
the whole thing
man.
shakes, and then the power
Yeah.
cuts.
Yeah.
Mid song.
And it's just like the whole place stinks of beer. And
Yeah.
it's just, oh,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
times, man.
That was good.
It's
Yeah.
still there, right?
Maybe we'll do another gig there.
Is it still
sometime.
I think so. I've not been there since I was in bands, and that was a while ago.
Mm.
That's like at least four years ago now. Horrible place, though.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't-
pretty
I was about
horrible.
to say, let's not. Yeah, we might as well say it. It's terrible, isn't it? Dreadful.
Yeah. Never going back, man. Never
Shout out to
going
Zombie
back.
Shack. The guy who owns it's probably just there right now.
I think this is probably going to end up being a clip. It's like Zombie Shack, the world's shittest bar.
Yeah.
You know, so many hits on
It's
YouTube.
not,
that'll go.
it's not the worst.
No,
it's
'cause it-
definitely like top 3 worst.
Yeah.
It's the strangest theme though. It's like zombie and Hawaiian.
Yeah.
That's a thing, though.
Is
isn't
it? Is that a thing?
I swear
It's
there's
so-
like a BBC show, or like a CBBC show that was like zombies and Hawaii.
Really?
Are
I
you
swear
sure?
I think that's a thing.
Is that like a newer
It's like
thing?
no,
I-
I think
Is
it's
this like back in the day?
Okay.
I don't know.
Right,
when did I
George.
watch CBBC?
George, Google that. CBBCs or
CBBC.
CBBC.
It was like kind of like one of those dramas. It was like an Australian. No, well, it was Hawaii. So.
I really don't
Oh, no.
remember this. And I'm pretty sure
I
whoever.
think it was Australia, but it was all
Maybe it
like
was-
it was kind of beachy.
It's
sounds-
close enough, man. You know, like for the story, it
Pretty
works,
niche.
man.
I'm not sure the guy that owns Zombie Shack was like specifically referencing that show.
I think he was. He was a big fan. And he just like,
Have we got
Just
anything
you and him,
on?
Jamie.
Have we got
Yeah.
anything on that, George? Are we pulling anything up on that?
have I just been making stuff up?
I think you have.
Probably.
No, George is shaking his head at me.
It doesn't exist.
I think you're lying,
Oh my
Jamie.
God.
Invented
You're
it.
Maybe just-
lying.
Maybe you
Jumped it.
should create it though. You
Yeah.
seem to have quite a vision. So
Maybe, yeah.
I'd put some money behind that, man. If you want to, like, I'll help you, like, film it, like, do the
Oh,
work.
yes, let's do it. Let's do
Oh,
it.
hang on.
wait.
What do you want me to Google?
Google.
Oh, it's George. So put in CBBC zombie.
Zombie Hawaii. Yeah,
Hawaii.
zombie like beach show. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Zombie Hawaii.
Okay.
Oh, Hawaiian Sea. No. Paradise Cafe?
Oh yes.
Is that it?
Yes, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we zoom in? I just want to get the blurb there. To zoom in a bit, George. What does that say? Robbo and his sister Megan set up a beachside smoothie bar to make some spare
Oh,
cash.
sea ghost.
But
It's not
things
zombie.
get complicated when sea ghosts join the
Best
party.
thing ever. You should watch it.
that sounds.
Yeah,
I
it's so
actually
good.
do kind of want to watch that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, sea
Paradise
ghosts.
Cafe. It does kind of ring a bell, but can't
Yeah.
remember it.
So there you are. There you are.
Nice.
You should definitely write a song about this.
Yeah. yeah.
So, obviously, you had like a more classical upbringing.
Mm.
What sort of music were your parents playing in the house?
So my mum used to be a concert pianist. She
Oh,
was,
okay.
yeah, pretty amazing. And she was touring around Russia and all these different places. She was amazing. She was really, her thing was like French impressionist piano
Yeah.
music, like Debussy and
yeah.
Ravel and all those
Yeah.
people, which is like my favorite ever. But then she had really bad spine problems, so she had to stop it, and she's a teacher now. But she loves that as well. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so they were playing. I mean, my dad's actually quite unusual. Like he's a music teacher as well,
Right.
and he's got this weird thing that it's like music is his job, and he does it while he's at work, and then the house is like he just doesn't really like having music on at home, which is so strange. But he's just like, no, I love doing music at school, and now like why would I want to listen to music when I come away from school? It's just so strange. But
Makes sense.
yeah, it does make
I
sense.
get
So
that,
our house
yeah.
wasn't like really noisy. They weren't listening to lots of. They were never like massively into. My mum was quite into like she loves like lots of Scottish bands. She's from Glasgow, so like Deacon Blue, and lots of others I can't remember now. But yeah, my house was quite a quiet house for a musical.
A
house.
quiet house.
Wait, was that the plan? Oh, right.
Whoa.
That was like that thing where like they're in a series and they drop the name and everyone goes,
exactly.
"Oh!"
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That wasn't the reason the band's called that. Though,
That
was it?
No.
that was the reason. That's
Was
it.
it?
That's it.
Legit.
Wow.
That's why we're called Quiet Houses, is because Hannah's house was quiet. There we go.
What about your house? It's plural, right?
Yeah. Well, my house wasn't quiet though, so that doesn't really work.
Uh,
Yeah.
No.
So what sort of
No.
stuff was going on in your house?
Rock.
Amy?
Yeah, rock. Yeah, my mum growing up was really into like Whitesnake, I think. So
Yeah,
she-
man.
Same.
And so she played some of that, and ABBA. And my mum's a massive ABBA fan, so
Mhm.
she'd play
Nice.
ABBA all the time. And my dad really likes the Blue Nile. Don't know if you know them.
No.
They're like our favorite band ever.
Yeah,
What's the vibe of the Blue Nile?
it's like 80s Lindrum. I think one of their
Scottish.
records actually was like
Ah,
made as I think Lindrum like
Mhm.
put some money into it, so that it was like a demo for the Lindrum. So it's like
Hang
there's a lot
on.
of those kind of.
It's
What-
unbelievable.
what is a Lindrum?
It's like it's a drum machine.
80s drum machine?
You know the tom
Ah.
sounds like doo 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 doo.
Yeah, like the classic. Yeah.
That's like a Lindrum kind of tom sound. It's really good. I
Ah.
really want to get one for them.
Yeah,
Quite expensive,
really
Ah.
expensive.
and you can probably get better like VSTs for them anyway. But yeah.
Right.
The notes
If I
got it.
if I was to sit down and listen to a Blue Nile album,
Hats.
Yeah.
It's called
Hats.
Hats. Is
Hats
the one.
is
yeah.
that's the one
Oh,
to
yeah.
jump in on.
It's like amazing.
Change your life.
Yeah,
So
it's
good.
definitely my
Really?
favorite album of all time.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh my
George,
God.
can you pull up the
You're not having
artwork
us on
for
right
that?
now.
No,
No,
Well,
why?
this cheeky grin, like we're gonna put it on and be like, what?
Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm just smiling because
really
I like it. I'm not
serious.
smiling.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's like a lot of stuff that my dad's maybe recommended. I instantly write off. I
Yeah,
don't know if
yeah,
you
yeah.
have
Right.
that. So I,
No.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh, you should listen to the Blue Nile," and I'd say, "No, like definitely
yeah.
not. I'm not doing that."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then like years later, I'd listen to it. And I'd be like,
Or he
yeah,
loves,
this is
um,
actually quite good.
Simple Minds as well, doesn't
Yeah, Simple Minds,
Yeah.
those kind of bands.
he? Mm-hmm.
So right, so you're getting fed this sweet music.
Yeah.
What's the point where you tear away and you find your own little things? And what kind of bands and stuff were
So-
appearing?
We spent lots of our last year at school going through on the megabus to Glasgow from Edinburgh, because there's loads more gigs in Glasgow. Edinburgh's a little bit dead
Yeah.
for music compared to Glasgow. So we both kind of discovered that we were obsessed with the Staves, the band The Staves.
Yes.
And we went to what's it called, the old art school in Glasgow, the one
Yeah,
that burnt
the art
down a
school.
couple of times. We
Oh,
went,
Don't know about
yeah,
that.
it was this.
No,
It
it's
burnt
really
down
sad.
twice. It was really tragic. But we went, I think, in between the two.
Fires.
Yeah, the two fires, and it was this really small, intimate venue. But we went through and saw loads of stuff like folky stuff like that through in Glasgow. So that's kind of what I think ignited the spark for kind of indie folk music.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'd say so. That's about right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Any other artists you think you kind of pulling an influence from in your
At
music?
the moment,
Yeah.
what are we into at the moment?
I really like this. There's this Canadian band I discovered recently called Dizzy.
Oh yeah.
How do you spell dizzy?
Dizzy.
Okay, I was just checking it wasn't like
Dizzy.
some crazy spelling.
No, it's just the normal
Is it
spelling. Dizzy.
Four
They're really cool.
E's.
That's kind of like
Yeah,
a.
it's like dreamy
dream
indie
poppy.
folk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What else have we been listening to? The new Delwater Gap album. It's quite cool. It's a
Yeah.
bit more indie.
Delwater Gap. don't know if I've heard.
That's how you say it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
don't
this
get
is all
what it
this is all new
Yeah.
new stuff to me.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, and like I think more recently over the past sort of year, it's been like obviously Phoebe Bridgers is
Yeah, she's-
become
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
favorite artist.
And I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
we've
yeah.
got more like we discovered a real love for like pop music. Like I love Muna at the moment.
Yeah, so good.
This
I
is
love,
all-
like,
this
really
is
good
all-
pop
I'm gonna have to
writing.
write these down.
Sorry.
Muna. How do you spell
Yeah.
that?
Muna. They just did a song with Phoebe Bridgers actually,
Okay.
Cool.
It's so
which
good.
is amazing.
Right. I love this. This is my favorite thing in the podcast. It's just like people just tell me about art, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
just
very
write that down.
But yeah, I'd say we definitely have got the first stuff we released was definitely the kind of twee indie folk, like, you know, coffee shop acoustic kind of vibe. But I think we're trying to get more of a kind of pop sensibility, not like hard pop, but
Yeah.
like I think we
Just
the
a
kind
little
of
bit,
style
yeah.
of writing we're
Yeah.
always going to write in it.
Well, you just wanted to connect with people,
Yeah.
I think, and that's kind
Yeah.
of what pop music is.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
what
totally.
we're aspiring to. What is it, Ross Golan, that he says like pop music is a it's a result, not a genre.
Okay,
so
yeah.
we've not quite had the result.
Oh, yeah. I know. I've been getting into like super clean, like super produced pop. Recently. I love like kind of just dreamy thing where everything is just like perfectly
Sounds
in tune and stuff.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just such a good sound, isn't it?
It
It's so
feels so
good,
good.
Yeah, it just feels great to listen to. I definitely relate on that.
Mm.
Are you gonna kind of start incorporating more electronic things as well, and like kind of full bands and stuff like that? Do you guys actually play with a band?
Yeah.
okay,
Sometimes,
cool.
yeah.
For headlines we've done
Yeah.
with a band which we love.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. We have Kieran on drums. You know Kieran Murphy?
Yeah, we love.
I love Kira.
Yeah,
He's
a
great.
lovely
Yeah.
guy.
He's
Yeah.
just a great human being,
Yeah.
isn't he?
He's
That's
Yeah.
good. And then James Cook plays a bit guitar for us
Yeah,
sometimes.
nice.
Also
Jacob
great.
Bentley plays a bit
Also great.
bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Carl used to play keys, but he's kind of, I think he wants to be a bit of a studio gremlin, you know? He like kind of is very comfortable in the studio.
Yeah.
So maybe going forward he won't be playing keys so much, and Hannah might play a bit more or
Yeah.
whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
But
cool.
yeah.
Nice.
And when you record stuff, are you going more production-y with it as well? Like kind of.
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
quite
that?
a bit.
Yeah.
It is quite produced the way we do things actually.
Mhm.
Like
What's the what is your recording process? Do you have like sort of a way of laying those sweet tunes down, or is it different every time?
it is different every time, isn't it?
It's
a bit
getting
of a
different
cliche.
now. I think mostly we kind of write the song in like its bare bones, like that guitar over there, the nylon string,
Mhm.
and vocals. And
Mm.
when we're happy with that, then that'll be when we start like producing it. But now, I don't know, you get sick of everything after a while. So I'm now kind of
Mhm.
going the opposite way. So starting with a production idea, trying to get more into production.
Yeah.
That's kind of newish for me. Been working on it gradually, but
Cool.
yeah. So it is different for everything, but we're lucky because we work with Carl Ziegler, who's an amazing producer, and he's got a lot of nice gear that we can go and
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, it's a-
Fiddle with.
So it's great, and we've been doing a couple of writing sessions with different people.
Cool.
Actually, one of the songs we're playing today, "Cold Water Swimming," we wrote with Carl and Josh Noble. You know, the Larkins frontman of
Oh,
Larkins.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He works in a studio in 80
Lovely
Hertz
guy.
Studios. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
so lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been
Yeah.
fun writing with other people. New,
Nice.
yeah, kind of
Yeah.
strange, but
Yeah,
like
totally.
it.
It's really fun writing with people who have totally different influences to you
Yeah.
as well.
Definitely.
You can usually end up settling on something. It'd be very rare if you have somewhere it's like you have no like middle ground, but it can be really interesting to do it
We
that
don't
way.
like anything.
Yeah,
that's-
yeah. Everything you play, the guys like, and I'm just not getting it.
yeah.
What about in terms of lyric writing? Do you write lyrics together, and how do you approach
No.
like subject matter and all that kind of thing?
Jamie, Jamie's definitely the more natural lyricist, or just the better lyricist. You've worked harder at it over the years. It's been
You
something
were a
that you've
poet
always.
Well, there's poetry
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
obviously.
Well, you know, it
Yeah.
started a long time ago. So yeah, I feel like I'm always trying to write lyrics that are as good as Jamie's because he's really good at them.
Oh, nonsense. Your lyrics are
but-
amazing.
Yeah, most of the time it's Jamie with lyrics, and you write them really fast as well, which I just like cannot do. It takes me ages. But yeah, we struggle to write together, I would say.
Yeah.
We
That's
argue quite a
interesting.
lot. So
Really?
yeah,
Right.
even though we're a duo, mostly it's like
Yeah.
this is my song and Jamie wrote that
Oh,
song,
okay,
and like
right.
so yeah, we're yet to kind of work out how to not fall
We're,
out.
we're
on
starting
that.
to do a bit more work together. I think when
Yeah.
we're working together, that's partly why we started doing like the odd writing session and stuff because it actually helps having someone else there.
Yeah.
To
Because
mediate.
To break things up a little.
Yeah.
I think it's because we know each other quite well, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm too harsh. I
Well,
think
yeah,
you'd
people,
say
like,
things
You have to be
to-
harsh though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's a bit like it gets not very nice.
But you
It's
would
like,
be like, I would say the same
that's
things
terrible.
to somebody else, but I would like be more considerate
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
how I would say them. But with
Yeah.
Jamie, you can just be like, "Nah, that's rubbish." But then actually, I think that kind of creates quite a not a very good, environment.
Yeah.
Sometimes
to-
gets a bit
Jamie gets upset.
Yeah.
You have to
People
apologise.
start crying. It's a whole mess.
Stop crying.
So, yeah, it's going really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Oh. So every started to feel more like it's kind of this way, barking at you.
Yeah.
All right. So when you're writing the lyrics, how do you kind of approach that? Like, is it more like kind of storytelling thing you go for, like,
Mhm.
or more like stream of consciousness style writing, or what?
More storytelling, like
Yeah.
it's quite worked out a lot of the time.
Mm.
Mhm.
I do sometimes do like the stream of consciousness thing where I just write for ages but then I'll always try and like pick stuff out that like makes sense.
Yeah,
and is
yeah,
a
totally.
story and like this
Yeah.
happens and then this happens but I don't know. I quite like to move away from that maybe sometimes
Mm.
when writing. Like I love the way that like Bon Iver's lyrics sound sometimes.
Yeah,
They're just
I
like they're
love
just
so much.
pouring out of him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and like the sound of
Yeah.
the words is so important.
yeah.
That's like, Adrienne Linker.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
the
totally.
way that she's an unbelievable lyricist, but one of the main things I love about her lyrics is that they just sound so good. The words just like
Yeah.
sound like music on their own.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah,
yeah,
which is
totally.
just
I'm
amazing.
So into that, definitely.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So, yeah, we've got. I think we know like which lyricists that we love. We've got quite a clear idea of. We're very much like, if I listen to a song and it's got lyrics I don't like, that'll be like, I won't listen to it. Like that's really important to me.
Okay.
Lyrics
Yeah.
like jump out. I listen to the lyrics probably the
Yeah.
most when I'm listening to music.
Yeah, I'm saying I feel like that's a little bit rarer. I think
Yeah.
I come across a lot of
Yeah.
musicians and instrumentalists who will primarily listen to music that's like vocal driven, who will openly say like, I have no idea what any song I like is about. Like,
Yeah.
I've never even thought about it, and that blows my mind because it's like, I think my dad was always like putting on music, and he always says the line before it comes on. It's just his thing. He would just like say it to me and then I listen to it. So I think I always just had lyrics just driven home, and that's where all the meaning. That for me, it's like pairing up the harmony with the lyrics
Mhm.
is such a cool thing. So like the harmony kind of paints like the emotion that you're supposed to be feeling, and then the lyrics tell the story. And when you get those together, which you guys are great at doing, like
Oh,
that's
thanks.
definitely to me.
Thank you so much.
And I don't just say that to everyone, by the
What,
way.
you just if you come on the show, you just like I think your lyrics
Yeah,
are terrible.
I know. I
Brutally
I
honest
just
with people.
I just talk about something different.
Oh,
No, it's true, and that's where it's at for me, isn't it? Like that, when you strike that balance, and just some words just sound really, really good. As well.
Yeah.
And you can have a whole hook, which is just like the sound of the word, just kind of
Mhm.
carries it. And,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, it's funny that because I was never really a lyrics guy, but I feel like you've changed
Yeah,
me.
I've probably done the same thing my dad did to me, just like
Yeah, because
endlessly
you'd send me
saying it.
like Mark Kozelic tunes and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like, listen to that, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh shit, man, like, because I definitely when I first listened to it, I just kind of listened to the whole cacophony. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'm more listening to the melody and stuff, and like,
Yeah.
like you said, it's like the painting of it 1st
Mhm.
before you look at the actual
Yeah.
details.
It depends on the music as well.
Yeah, I
like, you
guess
don't listen
so.
to house music. Like, what did he say there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, oh, there's some
Sweet
music.
lyrics.
There's some music that I love where the lyrics are intelligible, like unintelligible. Yeah, is that the right word? Unintelligible.
Yeah.
Like I love the Cocktail Twins, and I just
The
have no
Cocktail
idea.
Twins.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down.
Don't
I
know
love
the
all these
Cocktail
band names as well.
Twins.
They're all such cool band names.
Yeah.
I know.
So, go on, tell me
They're
about
also Scottish.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
So, what's the vibe of the Cocktail Twins?
Cocktail, not cocktail.
Oh. Right, how do you spell it?
Cocktail Twins. That sounds like a
Yeah.
terrible
Cocktail
bar.
is. I wouldn't be writing that one down.
It's two
Just
twins.
in like Benidorm.
It's COCTEAU. Is that right? Cocktail.
I think so, yeah.
TEA
C.
Cocktail.
Yeah.
Right. What's a cocktail?
I'm just thinking the same thing. I've
Is that
got no
bird?
idea. Cocktail. That sounds like a French word.
George, George, Google that, please. Cocktail. I want to know what that means. So, what's the vibe of the Cocktail Twins?
They were really big in the 80s, weren't they?
Mm.
There's a husband and wife, and then one other guy.
Right. Okay.
But she's like, I think she's called Liz. Is that her name?
I think
The main singer.
I can't
Elizabeth
remember.
Fraser, I think. I might be wrong.
You're more of an expert on the Cocteau
Um,
Twins than me.
But she just like her voice. I don't know how she does it. She just like bends her voice in all these weird shapes and makes all these weird sounds. It's still like like a song. It's not like crazy to listen to. But yeah, the lyrics are just like unintelligible. It's like very dreamy sounding music. But I don't think that it's lacking because of that. Which
Yeah.
No.
It's kind of amazing that you have no idea what it's about. but-
Yeah.
And it's still a song. It's not like instrumental.
Yeah. I definitely get that with like early Bon Iver stuff,
Yeah.
like forever ago. I thought I knew the lyrics, and then like I think like 8 years later, I actually
Cocktail.
look. What's
Yeah.
cocktail?
French.
Was it mean?
Oh,
Can you read that out? I can't. I can't
Definition of Cocteau.
French dramatist, novelist,
Novelist,
poet, critic,
yeah.
designer, and film director.
Oh, so it's a
Oh, it's a
person.
person.
read it.
Oh,
Can you scroll up a
okay.
little bit,
Jean
George?
Cocteau.
Just scroll up a tiny bit. No, other way.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
There's different.
In American English.
There's a poet, novelist, playwright, film writer, and director. So it is a person then.
We'll have to find out who they is. I've got no idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
Cocteau.
there you go.
Anyway, but they're
There you go.
awesome.
I thought it was a bird.
Cockerel?
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Is there an album of the Cocktail Twins that we should
Yes,
have a listen
there
to?
is. I think it's called Ice Blink Luck. Or is it Heaven or Las Vegas?
Heaven or Las
It's called
Vegas.
Heaven. That's one
Heaven
of the
or
songs.
Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Heaven or Las Vegas. It's like cherry coloured and it's got all the 80s colours like blue and red. And it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Awesome.
So Jamie, when you're writing the lyrics and well, this question's for both of you, but are you kind of going from the sound first of all, and then trying to match a word that suits that kind of sound, and then try and pull up rhymes
Yeah.
and that kind
So-
of thing?
I think for both of those, it starts with like gibberish. So you're singing, but you're singing kind of stuff like some words come out, and then maybe you get something to go with, or sometimes you've got nothing, just an idea for what you want the song to be about, and then I literally have to go in and like write all the lyrics after I've got the melody. But you don't do that so much, do you?
I can't remember.
You're just lost in the moment.
Yeah.
It just comes out of you,
So,
man.
right.
Yeah,
man.
You're doing it.
Jamie's got all these funny systems though
Oh,
that
yeah,
are
I
like
know.
what you'd get taught in
Actually, yeah.
songwriting class. He's got all these like
it's so embarrassing.
No, go on, man. Tell
it's
us.
great. He does like
Enlighten me.
which I actually find really helpful as well. He did like object writing, so you get like I don't know, you have a theme that you want to write about, and then you go and you do like all the senses. So like, what can you see? What can you smell? What can you hear? Whatever. And you just write solidly for 10 minutes, and you can't stop. And you just write whatever comes to you. It doesn't have to be full sentences. Just write. And then you have to stop after 10 minutes, and then afterwards you can go and look.
Yeah.
I mean, is this right? You're the expert.
Yeah, no, that's it. I also do things where I play some ridiculous like games where I like write down nouns. I sort of think of Hannah normally gives me the kind of vibe, for want
Right.
of a better word, or like what the song's gonna be about, or what kind of thing we're channeling, or whatever. And then I'll sort of try and imagine that, and then like I'll say like nouns, and then I'll write down all the nouns that I'm associating with that thing or whatever, and then maybe like adjectives, and then all the other types of words, and then like you start to pair them together and see if any of them are interesting. This is like if I'm really stuck and I've got nothing
Yeah.
going on.
It's good to have these things for when you're stuck, for sure.
Yeah. And then you start pairing, and then you find like an interesting little pairing of words, and then you're like, oh man, that's cool, and that can start that could be the image maybe for the chorus, or I don't know, depends.
Yeah, no, I love that definitely.
That's cool.
Jamie's
man.
like very gets frustrated with me because I like writing like when I'm like in the zone, like in the vibe, like very like emotional writing. But Jamie's like, I'm going to sit down today and I'm going to write a song in the next hour,
That's so
and it's always
interesting,
amazing, which is so annoying.
Terrible songs.
Yeah, you have to do
But yeah,
that
you're
as well,
very.
yeah.
I admire it though, because you're like, you sit down and you just write it, and I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, I've had to start forcing myself to do that. The same kind of thing, just writing like for like 5 minutes straight or something. I've not got up to 10 yet. That's terrifying. But I'm just like, I'm just gonna write whatever comes to me, and then and then especially I love the sentences thing. I think that's so cool in music, in lyrics, when when someone just paints a total picture.
Yeah.
And that way of like moving someone into somewhere else, like taking someone somewhere using senses is so cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I've been doing that, and it's really hard. It's just a practice thing, isn't it? I find that so interesting with lyric writing. You can be talking to people your whole life, but when you actually go out and you force just to write for 5 minutes straight, Like I think it definitely kind of stretches your ability in terms of what you talk about and how you phrase words. So, yeah.
How much of your writing comes from the guitar? Is it like quite a lot of it? Because your
always,
stuff's so like.
It's always
involved.
harmony.
Yeah.
Always harmony. I'm not. So I'm gonna release something around Christmas time, or probably a little bit after
amazing.
Christmas. But I know I'm keeping it so under wraps until the day I put out. And yeah, that's all. It's harmony first of all, is because I'm obsessed with that, and then whatever that I feel like the harmony is kind of about. It's really hard to explain.
Yeah, no,
But
I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's cool.
You know what, chaps? I think let's hear some of this sweet, sweet music.
All right.
So if you guys want to make your way over to the performance area, and then very, very shortly we're going to be having some music from our guest today, Quiet Houses. So you head on over, chaps.
Thanks very much.
So December, Matt.
Yeah, oh, maybe I want it done by then, but I don't know whether releasing it on, like Christmas Eve is the best idea. Unless
Wait,
it's Christmas
is it going to be Christmas number one?
Yeah, maybe.
You're writing a Christmas song.
Can you imagine?
I'm excited to hear it, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, obviously, I've been hearing like the snippets,
little
of it
phone
from,
recordings and
from
stuff.
afar.
Yeah. I'm really, really looking forward to doing it because it's just like the stuff I've always been really, really into. Like just trying to amalgamate these like huge, varied influences. I think there's gonna be like a lot of the like Bon Iver and Nick Drake thing.
No way.
Yeah, no, it's so weird.
Guess, man.
Can you imagine? But also like 1975, like sound production,
Yeah.
I love, and like Rufus Wainwright, I've been smashing for ages, so that there's something around. That sounded right. Just that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, lots of harmony. All the way
I look forward to the day, Matt, where you'll be on the other side of this table.
yeah, that would be really interesting.
And I'll just be,
yeah.
really going at you.
I know.
This is fucking shit, man.
Yeah, what the hell were you thinking? You gotta try that, right?
No, man, I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
You're a talented boy.
Thank you.
Well, Matt, where can people find your? You've got a little Instagram.
I've got a little Instagram. If you put Matthew Campbell, you'll probably know some of my friends, like mutual friends. And stuff. So you'll come up. Yeah. It's because it came from Facebook. It's just this like really stupid. It's like
it's
Matthew
like
Campbell,
with
like
loads of
7, 9.
numbers.
Yeah. But then if you go Matthew Campbell guitar, all of those are taken. Matthew Campbell guitar 2. I don't really want to be like Matthew Campbell guitar like 7 or 8.
I also don't like when people are like like Matthew Campbell music. Also, it just feels a bit.
It's a bit lame.
It's a bit lame.
Yeah. So if you have any ideas,
you're doing great, man.
thank you.
Doing great, man.
What about you? How's your writing?
My writing.
Every time I come
I've
home
been
in the morning,
writing poetry recently,
Nice.
which has been, really, really fun. I wrote a love poem the other day because I'm
Did
in
you?
love. It was delightful.
Where is it?
I don't have it. I do have it on me, but I'm not going to. It's absolutely debaucherous. Most horrible lyrical mess. No, it's not later. Yeah, I'll show you later. I'm not going to show the people at home because it's far too personal. Far too personal.
I was probably watching.
Yeah. So, me and Matt have been chatting some shit. These guys have been getting ringy over there. We're going to go to a quick little ad break, and then we're going to have some music from our guests today, Quiet Houses. So we'll see you very shortly with some music. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Kicking Butt Podcast.
There's 10 of us around the table at the back of the cherry light bar. I'm struggling to get a word in. I'm the purple sweater that I bought for you last week. I'm a commuter on a rainy pavement. You barely notice me. Trying to catch your cheeks turn red when you laugh at something he says. I know what you look like when you fall in love, and you're falling for him, Emily. Set me free, Emily. I just hope he knows how lucky he could be. Everyone's watching the two of you, then glancing around at me. I almost nod back at them, 'cause even I can see. I guess he's quite good looking. Shoulders like a top athlete. I can be athletic too, you know. I'll be beautiful in defeat. You gotta help me out here, mate. Is there anything you wanna say? I know what you look like when you fall in love, 'cause you fell for me once, Emily. Set me free, Emily. I just hope he knows how lucky he could be. Emily, set me free, Emily. I just hope he knows how lucky he could be. Thanks very much. So nice to play. So we are Quiet Houses, as you know. That last song was called Emily, and it is whoa. Oh no, disaster. You okay? Yeah, we're newbies here, if you can't tell. Yeah, so that song's called Emily, and it is one of our new ones. We've got an EP coming out just before Christmas. And yeah, that one is going to be on there. Yeah, we hope you like it. This next one is called Cold Water Swimming, and it's already been released out in the world. So yeah, you can go and check that one out. We're just called Quiet Houses on Spotify. Yeah, Jamie's going to play in a ridiculous tuning for this one. It's like Dadgad, but a tone lower. So if you want to call that something, I have no idea what you call it. So yeah, it's pretty low basically.
Yeah, sorry guys. I just came in here and started destroying your studio. Okay. Oh, I need to. Cool. There.
You okay?
Yep, I'm good. Okay. Cold water swimming.
Yeah.
Just got paid, we took a train to Pitlochry. Cut our feet on glass that scattered like confetti. And I'm 22, so why is it I still feel like a kid? Well, look at you, diving in to get it over with. And you said, listen, let's try something different, like cold water swimming. Let's leave town, we'll take a train and get a bottle of something to keep us warm when we get out, and we'll laugh like lovers and kiss like friends. The water's clear, you're getting in. You sat listening to the rain on the window, stayed up shivering and sharing my pillow. Just turned 22. My God, you make me feel just like a kid. I'm still in love with you, but telling you's just too much of a risk. And you said, listen, let's try something different, like cold water swimming. Let's leave town, we'll take a train and get a bottle of something to keep us warm when we get out, and we'll laugh like lovers and kiss like friends. The water's clear, are you getting in? And let's go driving through the night. Is the water cold? No, it's alright. Whisper I love you, not sure if you heard it. Don't turn the radio down. If I said it again, would you stop the car? Would you say it back? And we'd laugh like lovers and kiss like friends. The water's clear, are you getting in? I wanna go driving through the night. Is the water cold? No, it's alright. It's alright. Thanks so much. Okay, luckily the next song's in the same tuning. Cool, this one is a very new one. We finished this one the other day. So this is its first outing, actually. It's called Invaders.
James, could I have a little bit less of the delay in my ears?
Yeah, me too, please.
Thanks so much.
You hate living alone. You call me up to the 25th floor, and I know you'll probably be stoned. Breathing heavy when I reach your door, and you won't even answer. You won't even get off your ass. You're lying on your sofa, sipping on your wine. You're not really listening, I don't really mind. Watching claymation, waiting on a sign. Go and get your jacket, dance with me tonight. There's a city, we should invade it. Don't ask me again, 'cause I could be persuaded. You're my latest recruit. Let's get some wine you can spill on your suit, and you won't even notice the red on your chainmail. I promise. Lying on your sofa, sipping on your wine. You're not really listening, I don't really mind. Watching claymation, waiting on a sign. Go and get your jacket, dance with me tonight. There's a city, we should invade it. Don't ask me again, 'cause I could be persuaded. If this is what they're selling, I don't want it. 36 hours and counting. Are you sure it's worth it? Lying on your sofa, sipping on your wine. You're not really listening, I don't really mind. Watching claymation, waiting on a sign. Go and get your jacket, dance with me tonight. There's a city, we should invade it. Don't ask me again, 'cause I could be persuaded. Thanks very much.
Thank you so
So,
much.
That was fun.
Where can people find your stuff online, chaps?
We are called Quiet Houses on everything. So we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, everywhere. Just Quiet Houses.
Twitter, but we don't really tweet. On TikTok as well. You can find us on TikTok.
Yeah, we are on TikTok.
We're gonna start ramping up the TikTok content. soon,
Yeah.
so that's
We need our
gonna-
TikTok marketing strategy.
Yeah, man. All over that.
Awesome. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks for having us. So fun.
Enjoying what you see so far? Make sure you head over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/recrooms, and hit that subscribe and bell button. We're putting out new live sessions and podcasts every week for you to discover new artists. If you're out and about, you can also subscribe and listen to all our podcasts in all good podcasting places. We've just opened our brand new merch store over at etsy.com. You can buy yourself some delightful Kicking Back Podcast t-shirts, jumpers, mugs, stickers, and much more. We're going to be keeping this store up to date with new merch all the time, so head on down to etsy.com/shop/recrooms to get yourself some sweet new threads. Anyway, that's enough from me. Time to get on with the show. See you in a sec. Hello and welcome back to the Kicking Back podcast. You've just heard some delightful music from our guests today, Quiet Houses. Well done, chaps.
Thanks very much. It was
Beautiful.
so fun. Thanks for having us.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
It sounded awesome.
Mm.
I wish I had the headphone mix.
Yeah,
though.
it was so much nicer.
You just sat
Yeah, I know. That's
chilling
why it's like the dream gig,
You
isn't
were
it? Just like
hearing it just dry in the room.
in the room, but it sounded
Oh.
great in the room, so it must have sounded amazing in the
yeah, it
headphones.
was just so nice.
So tell
Thanks.
us about the tunes then that you played, and what's the meaning
So-
behind them.
So yeah, two were from this EP. The first two were from an EP that we're releasing just before Christmas.
Cool.
That we've been releasing a few singles from so far. And the EP is going to be called Big Town. And it's going to be 5 tracks.
5
Lovely.
tracks.
Five
Yeah.
whole tracks.
Five whole
tracks.
songs.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. That's the first thing that we've released that we like still quite like it. Most of the stuff when we release, we're like, oh, we've got to put it out, but we don't like it anymore.
Yeah, sweet.
But still
yeah.
like it for now.
That's
Well,
good.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, well, the first 2 songs from that.
What else do you wanna know about it? Sorry.
Emily, we wrote together. That was like one of the few songs that we actually like.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
both of
first
those,
one.
Cold Water Swimming, because Cold Water
Mhm.
Swimming we wrote with Carl and Josh. But that was actually that was
Yeah,
more
that's-
kind of online. He like sent an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
it
I,
was
like,
Josh's
sat
idea.
and then worked it out, and then we kind of went into the studio and
And
did it.
kind of finished it, added the bridge.
edited.
Mm-hmm.
But Emily was like just the 2 of us. We like
Yeah,
did that
we like
together, which
actually.
was-
It was really quick as well.
yeah, it was great.
It's like one of the only times that
Yeah.
we've been able to write something
That worked out well.
successfully together.
It's a true story, or like about someone you know, or was it all
Oh.
totally fictional?
It's completely made up. I
Really
think.
interesting.
Yeah.
No, well, I
Is
would.
it?
I mean, we always draw on stuff that's like. I mean, we try and have kind of tangible
Mhm.
touch points. That's quite important to us.
Yeah.
In our lyrics, so there's definitely stuff that has happened, like the places or whatever. But the actual story, a lot of the time, because we love songs, we have
Yeah.
to draw from because
Yeah,
we're in a
sure.
relationship. There's not much, to write about.
I thought you were going to say there's not much love there.
Well.
The love has dried up.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
well has dried.
So we just write about
Well,
other
it'd be,
people.
it'd be a bit weird if you're like sitting writing songs about each other all day.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, that
Ugh.
sounds gross.
It's just like not really
Yeah.
vibe.
So
Yeah,
yeah, it's made up.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it's not about like someone else. Like,
Yeah,
that'd be
no.
even weirder. And then you're like, hey, can you like sing this song for me? It's like,
Yeah.
what the hell's this about? Fuck is Emily?
Yeah. We do
Good.
know we know a few Emilys and some like some people were like, is this about me?
It's
No.
quite
Yeah,
funny.
it's
We
okay,
released
okay.
last year. We released another EP called Restless, and the title track is basically like a breakup song. And we got so many messages from our
Yeah.
friends
Are you
like,
guys
"Are you
okay?"
guys okay?"
Yeah.
Like,
We're
yeah,
fine, we're
it's
fine.
fictional. Don't worry.
That's like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So the other
Okay.
tunes, what are they about then? The other 2 tunes.
So the last one we played, it's kind of like just a classic like not going out narrative. you know?
Yeah.
But I wanted to kind of be a bit more, I guess, about a friendship and like, when you're kind of like, you feel like you're bringing the other person down a little bit, maybe, but like kind of in a good way. It's like we're just gonna stay in, we're gonna fester here in this room, and
I
like,
love that.
but we'll get pizza and like
Yeah.
it's like it's kind
Yeah,
of
it's a-
grimy and grim, but like kind of amazing at the same time.
Mhm.
That's kind of what I wanted to do the song about.
Very relatable.
If you were gonna order, if you're gonna order a pizza right now, what pizza would you get?
Don't say
That is
that.
such a good question.
Mm.
Margarita, I think.
You like the like really deep
Mm.
pan? Is that like the Chicago pizzas? And
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
like
the
Domino's.
thick
I
ones.
like
Yeah.
Domino's.
But I
I
like
like
the like the thin like
I'm a
Italian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real
Wood
pizza
fired.
kind of thing.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fake pizza is so much better than real pizza.
Ah.
Depends what
Yeah.
mood you're in, man. So, but if you're festering with a mate, then it's probably
Yeah.
gotta be,
Yeah,
like,
you don't when you're
Chicago
like
style, yeah.
sourdough stone baked
No,
pizza,
screw
do you?
that.
No.
Boring.
Yeah.
But if you're in a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
So margarita.
I think
Awesome.
margarita. Well, that
Well, we're
sounds a bit
both
boring.
veggie now,
Mm.
but I
It's
think
so
my
bad. Oh my! I hate being veggie. It's
Oh,
the
it's not that bad,
It's
man.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing ever.
You're acclimatized to it, man.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
know.
but I've been doing it for quite a while.
I'm still
I still hate it.
acclimatized.
I still hate it. I had a Five Guys burger. For the World Cup final.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because-
Oh.
Euro.
it's not good table.
the Euros.
The Euros
Yeah.
final.
Yeah.
Because we're watching that, and I ordered 5, and I think because they were so busy, they sent a beef burger instead of a veg burger.
He was
Oh,
like the
was it
happiest I've
amazing?
ever seen
Yeah.
him.
It was, and I thought
Yeah.
it's here now.
You
I'll
have
just
to, man.
I'll just have to
Yeah.
eat it.
Yeah.
And then
You can't waste
it was
it.
the best thing I've eaten in like 2 years. Just going veggie.
He was like crying.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't
It was
just
quite
snap.
emotional actually. Yeah. it was quite emotional. But yeah, I haven't lapsed.
What would be
Mm.
your favorite pizza topping?
I quite like a veggie hot, man. Like just really layer on the chilies, the jalapenos,
Yeah, like a
some
spicy
that's
one.
a
I
shout.
love when they have the
Yeah.
fresh chilies.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
good.
just like a bit of zing, and then you've got to have some sort of like garlic mayonnaise. Let's not fuck around here,
Yeah.
people.
Do you like a what's the fold one called?
Oh,
Do you
calzone.
like them?
Right. I was gonna order pizza the other day. I was trying to stay strong, so I was like, I'm gonna make a calzone.
Ooh, that's
So-
ambitious.
So I started making the dough and realized it was gluten-free flour. So I was like, okay, this might be challenging, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna keep going with it. So I made an Italian sauce. Beautiful. You know, molto bene. Allora, really nice. And then I put in like chilies. You know, I thought, okay, this will be fine. It'll cook off, whatever. Put it in the oven, and it came out, and it was like the dough on either side was like that. So you can imagine it's basically like a.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what you
Like a
would
loaf
call-
of bread.
Yeah, basically on either side, and then like inside, like once I'd like used like a fucking machete to cut through it, it was like the spiciest like food I've ever eaten, and I felt like when you put so much effort into something, you feel
Oh.
obliged to like eat it.
Yeah.
So it was basically just a miserable experience.
Oh,
and
dude.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Sorry to hear
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's terrible.
You thought that story was going somewhere nice.
Yeah.
I
that
thought it was
so
going to have a
sad.
happy ending, and then
Yeah.
I made another one, and it was brilliant. But
I
try again?
did enjoy it,
Mm.
the
Okay.
process. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna try
yeah.
again.
Do you like
but
cooking?
I love cooking.
Yeah,
yeah,
me too.
yeah. I think I've
Love
got
cooking.
way more into cooking since I went veggie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, I ordered some like Hello Fresh things recently,
My mum and dad do that, and I love it.
and
It's so good.
it was it's cool. Like one of them, because that automatically repeats. So the next one that came was like load of meat stuff. I was like, I'm gonna have to cook it because otherwise that'd be terrible. I hated cooking with the meat; it was disgusting. But then, like they claim to be like this like eco-friendly thing.
Right.
But then there's so much like plastic
Yeah, there is a
packaging and
lot.
stuff. And they had the cheek the other day to call me. The nerve to call me the other day. And they were like, hey, hi, yeah, we've got this great offer. We can get you back on board, and your next box you get 20% off. And I was like, no, I'm okay, man. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And he was like, is there anything you want to improve? And I was like, yeah. And I basically went on like a 20-minute rant about like the state of these like plastic packaging. He was like, okay, sir. We'll try and do something about that.
poor guy.
Aw.
I don't
No,
know.
it's
It's
good.
just
It's good to
kind
give
of.
them the feedback, though.
I think they call it the phrase for that. They call it is greenwashing. So
Yes.
you're whitewashing. It's complete greenwashing
Yeah.
nonsense.
Greenwashing.
Yeah.
Also, the
Greenwashing
adverts are so
nonsense.
annoying. The HelloFresh adverts. Do you get
Yeah.
those? I get them on YouTube all the time.
You know what? I
Okay.
bet that we're probably going to get even more now on our channel, just like adverts.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we
Give
haven't
all
given it a
over.
very good rep, so I don't know. Maybe they'll need to compensate like with some,
Yeah,
some
some really
adverts.
good adverts.
Yeah.
Like, don't listen to those guys.
Do you get
Just
like
the good-
sent? Do you know the podcast Off Menu? It's
No,
like a
what's
food.
that?
It's really good. You should listen to it. It's a food podcast run by Jamie Stewart and Ed Campbell, comedians. And they have different, normally comedians or actors or that kind of thing on each
Right.
week. But it's basically the dream restaurant. So you have to say what your favorite ever starter, main, side, dessert, drink would be. But it's really good. But they get sent food. So when they say like, oh, I really love that hot sauce, whatever, they get sent it every week, which I just think is such a dream. I would love that.
Yeah, did you guys get sent food?
That's what I was wondering. If you
No.
talk
Send
about
Does
stuff.
anything at the moment.
No.
Maybe
I don't know what
this-
we're doing.
Come on, audience.
I know.
What are you doing?
Feed us.
We got sent a painting the other day, but it got lost in the mail. I was really upset about that
Oh.
because it was going to go right there.
Oh,
Probably.
nice.
Yeah, but
That would have been really nice. Yeah.
Should
yeah,
do the off menu thing now.
yeah.
What
I
are we
mean,
doing?
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Come
Oh,
on.
I mean, we're totally
I've been
ripping off
thinking
the idea
about
right now.
this for like
Okay, so you get
years.
prepped.
but
Alright,
I
now's the
don't.
time.
Oh, it's so difficult. It's
It's
so
really, really
difficult.
hard.
So what is it? You go like starter, main, dessert.
Yeah. Well, the first
uh,
thing they do is still a sparkling water.
Still,
Still.
It's
Still,
gotta be
obviously,
Everyone
still.
knows,
Just
yeah.
checking.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
checking.
Yeah.
And then they do poppadoms or bread. That's quite a divisive one.
Wait,
What-
it depends, right?
like,
Yeah, but if you have to, you have
Oh,
to.
you got to
choose.
pick one of the.
Yeah.
Can I dictate what the bread is? So is it like a
Yeah,
naan
you can have
bread?
any kind of bread.
Peshwari
anyone
naan.
does.
Oh.
Peshwari naan,
Yeah, you
without
can
a
have naan
doubt.
bread.
Yeah, but what happens if you
So
like,
is that-
having
is that
like
bread?
a roast?
That's bread.
So is
Yeah,
that
that's
weird?
bread. That's
Is that still a cat? That's still a
Yeah, well, I guess that's bread.
Yeah,
isn't
you
it?
can.
Yeah.
It's the dream
So-
restaurant. You can have what you
Do
want.
it.
Peshwari
Do
naan.
it. Oh, Peshwari naan is good.
Go on, Mark. Where'd you go? What bread
Like
do you
a
go?
croissant or something? I really want to mix these things
Yeah.
up. No, I'd probably go like just classic like garlic bread or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Bruschetta maybe? I don't know.
Mm,
I'm
like
I'm already thinking
flatbreads.
Italian. I think that's where my mind's
Yeah.
going. So.
It's so difficult.
And
What
then
about you
what's-
guys?
Yeah, what would you get?
I think I would go poppadoms. You know, I love poppadoms because you get all the
All the
sauces as
sauces,
well, and you can get
sauces.
like those thick poppadoms that are like really good, really
Okay.
like hot ones. Yeah, I
Ooh.
swear you can get like this is what they talk about on the podcast. So.
This is kind of like
This
No,
discussion.
it's like,
We're just
yeah.
taking the idea from them. Thanks, guys.
should we go through other podcasts and just like steal those?
Say their all ideas.
Yeah.
And then
But yeah,
what? So
we don't
then the
mind.
what would your main be then?
Oh, the only one I know would be the starter. I love those. I don't know how you pronounce it, but like I think they're called like gyoza or gyoza. Like the little
Yeah.
dumplings that you have in the dumpling
Yeah.
sauce. I would definitely have them for my starter. But main, maybe like, some kind of like hot and sour soup or something, like a Thai like noodle soup or something. I love that.
Yeah.
But then that's not that filling. I don't know.
It's
I'd have
making
beef
me
burgers
hungry.
because obviously
We know what you have,
Yeah, I know,
Jamie.
right?
It's at the dream restaurant. Like obviously, like
Okay.
meat doesn't have any kind of
Consequence.
consequence.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I just
I
have
love that.
like so much meat.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be
It's like
amazing.
10 beef burgers.
Bacon loaded. Yeah.
I once had this burger that was like had 2 beef patties,
Yeah.
bacon, haggis, and black pudding and white pudding.
Where
and I
did
think
you get
it had
that from?
like a Lauren sausage as well,
What's a Lauren sausage? Is that the?
like a flat sausage.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I had all of that in one thing, and like no salad or anything.
Were you
It
feeling
was-
all right?
I've never felt better. It was the best thing I've ever had.
How
Good
many
grief.
animals died at the expense of that
Yeah.
burger, man? Well, I mean, let's not think about that. But I mean, it must have been like this, though. Surely.
Yeah, it was quite tall.
How do you even begin eating something like
Just
that?
like you kind of
Squash it, compress it. Into
yeah.
Wow, that's crazy,
So I'd
man.
have that probably.
See, I was chatting about this sort of thing with my missus the other day, and she was like, "What would you have as your last meal?" And I went through it, and I realized it was like the most northern, like basic bitch food ever. Like, I basically went like a Sunday roast.
Lots of people have said that on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best. It's because it's got a bit of everything. I went
Yeah.
like just like a trifle.
Oh, trifle, so good.
And then I think my starter was basically like a prawn cocktail salad kind of thing. You know, you
I
get
love that.
the
Yeah, with the
basically it was Christmas dinner was my like final meal, and I realized I was like, that's like the most British meal like, ever. It was
No,
You're a
it's-
British gent, man.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was a bit more exotic than that, but
But
clearly not.
your last meal is different to your dream meal, though. Would you have the same
Uh.
thing for in your dream restaurant as you would have for your like death row meal, or would you think it'd be different?
I think I would branch out kind of in the way you're going, like in more like Thai food and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm.
I've kind of just like realized how amazing all that food is. And I've just been like absolutely hammering
Yeah.
it. It's
What's your favorite restaurant in Manchester?
Such a good question.
like,
Sugo is great for Italian.
I was just about to
Oh.
say Sugo, man.
Is that like the pasta place?
Yeah.
I've never been
Is it
there.
Ancoats Square or something? I don't know. It's somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
But our friend Hannah Rose, who went to RNCM, regularly takes. She's probably there like 3 times a week. Like, every time you walk by there, if you
Amazing.
look in, she'll be like wine and dining someone.
Aw.
So she
That's
did she take you there as well?
No, she hasn't.
She
not
will.
invited
It's
me
like a
yet.
lottery. Like she's kind of
Aw.
working her way through everyone, kind of thing.
It is good there, though, man.
It's so good. Really, just like
Mm.
no nonsense kind of. Just
Yeah.
like do you see what I mean? Like only
Yeah,
a few
I love
dishes. It's
that.
not like
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
that much
I
to
like
pick
the
from.
small menus.
Yeah, totally.
Like small
Mm.
restaurants.
What about
You
you
guys-
guys? What's your favourite?
That place that does
Well-
the pizza's really Rudy's is really good for pizza.
Rudy's
I do
is
like
so
Rudy's, and it's
good,
really
man.
affordable as well.
Yeah,
It's really good.
You just go
Um,
in, get a pizza, and like
We went
it's
to-
there quickly. Yeah, it's just good. Yeah.
I like going into Chinatown. They've got some good restaurants in there. We went to a good Thai restaurant the other day. Can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was good. I don't think Jamie liked it as much as me. But Jamie, whenever we go out for dinner, he's like, oh, "Please, can we go to what's that? It's like a vegan junk food place.
Oh,
Revs.
V-Revs. He always wants to go there,
V-Res. Yeah.
Yeah,
which
There's-
is amazing.
There's another one that I went to like last month. Something it's called Wholesome Junkies.
Ooh,
Holy fuck,
Was it
man.
good?
Okay.
It was like unbelievable. You know, like when you just want like the grease
Yeah.
and just the
Yeah,
nastiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It had all of that,
Every
but it was
day.
all like veggie, vegan. Oh,
Wholesome
Yeah.
Junkies was on a Netflix show.
no way.
Is that true?
no way, man.
Ah.
What show is it? You know?
I can't remember. It was a French presenter who
Oh,
I also can't remember.
okay.
And I'll give it a Google.
Yeah, man. Have a little look. But it was You have to be in the right
strong.
mood for it, though. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like the glutton, dirty, horrible bastard kind of mood that you need to be in.
Yeah, that's the best.
It's the best way, man.
Getting hungry, Jamie.
I'm getting hungry, man.
Yeah.
I've already eaten, but I think I'm going to have to get some after this.
Yeah.
So-
Shall we?
Definitely.
Back to
Oh.
ours. What a big old beef burger.
Yeah.
Stop teasing it,
Sorry,
man. Come on.
I need to stay strong, you know?
You keep at it, man.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
hopefully.
We'll get
see.
through this.
Let's see.
It's fine.
I'm holding out for the like the really good burgers that, or like I think I'd have like the Cell.
I was going to say, would you
Raw
have
burgers?
the
Yeah.
lab grown
Yeah.
thing? I
That'd
think
be
I would
interesting.
as well,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
They called it Impossible Burgers, aren't they?
I think that's just like a
It-
brand of like
Oh, right.
soy burger or something.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Or,
Or-
but what's the one that you were always going on about, that where they like?
I think it was that, but I think I thought
It's
it
like
was
a
gonna be something that
perfectly
wasn't.
made beef burger that isn't got any beef in it. Hasn't got any beef in it. But
Mm.
it's in America. They've got it in a few places in America. Jamie's following it quite closely.
Obviously,
Yeah. Impossible
Way
Meats,
to-
and then Beyond Meat's great as well. That's
Yeah.
it's
quite a
quite
few
good.
places,
It's quite
but
good.
yeah, the whole lab grown meat thing's really interesting because it's so
Yeah.
expensive at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's like $1,000 for like
Yeah.
just make one. pound.
James, what are you going to show us? We can't see it on the screen. You said there it is. And then there's nothing.
Oh,
Yay!
Ah,
There we
My
are.
£1,000,000
To
menu.
My £1,000,000
That
menu.
sounds good.
okay.
oh, it's that guy.
Maybe we should get her on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Zoom in a little bit. I just want to read the blurb and scroll up a little bit. Other way, sorry, down. Chelsea, 27, from Manchester, worked as a waitress at the front of house for 8 years before setting up Wholesome Junkies in early 2017. Na. She started making her own nut milks, vegans, cheese, and she was on to something tasty.
Mm.
Wow.
So
She
the
is, man.
premise of the show is that they go on and they sort of battle it out with their food,
Nice.
and like
Have a
they,
food
they
fight.
have a like
Mm.
temporary restaurant that they open up, and it's all based in Manchester.
Oh cool.
And this was one of the winners was Wholesome Junkies,
Hmm.
and they basically have
Mm.
investors, and they like pitch and bid on people, or just or they don't.
I think we should get her in, man, and then she could bring in some awesome
Yeah,
food
that's
as
right.
well.
Yeah,
Oh.
totally. And then free deliveries for life. That's right?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Oh,
It's-
man.
James, your eyes are glazing over.
I know. You don't understand how
Right.
serious the
Yeah.
problem
Jamie,
is.
we've got a deal here, man. If that ever happens, you can come on as
Can I?
as the number 2. And,
Yes!
and do that.
Hey,
All right, you
I'm
can
in
be
number
the-
3.
We'll just have like 10 people here. Like, so what we having? So, what have you guys got in the pipeline then for the rest of the year?
So, well, this week we're very lucky. We have a friend who is an assistant engineer in a very nice studio in London. And whenever it's free, well, not all the time when it's free, but sometimes when it's free, he invites us down there to
Oh,
go
cool.
and record stuff, which is, we're very lucky because
Yeah,
it's
nice.
it's just perfect it's like a writing studio. So everything's always plugged in, like ready to go.
Right.
So you can just go and grab something and like record it, which is so like, it's just amazing.
So much fun.
And we haven't done that much studio recording before, so we're like kids in a toy shop.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's great. I love
So-
studios.
Yeah,
They're so
it's
good.
so
They're
fun.
just the
There's shiny
best.
knobs everywhere and all this
Yeah.
like.
And you
yeah.
just feel like
Yeah.
you can just work all day. It doesn't feel like work. It's just so
Yeah.
fun. So we're doing that this week, Wednesday, Thursday.
We've got a gig.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a gig this week.
Yeah, we got a
on
gig on
Friday. We
Friday.
should have said that.
At the Eagle Inn.
We're supporting
nice.
our friend Robin. I said that the other day. I said we're supporting our friend Robin, and someone said you're supporting Robin, like the Robin. And we were like,
well, it is
no, no,
the
no.
Robin.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So Robin who?
Run Remedy. Her name is.
She keeps coming up, man, all over
Yeah.
like my social
Yeah,
media.
she's great.
I need
She's
to
really
like
good.
listen. I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah,
It's
no,
my
no,
list
she's
of
great.
Run
So
Remedy.
it's her
Well, she
headline.
mainly does like she plays fiddle for loads of people.
Yeah,
Right,
she's
okay.
unbelievable.
Session.
Cool.
She's really great improviser. So she
Yeah.
kind of just gets
She
up
quite
and
often,
does her thing.
gets up at
Yeah.
Whiskey Jar. You know, the open mic at the Whiskey
Yeah,
Jar.
yeah.
We do them quite a lot, and she is always just like, people are just like, do you want to come and play this one? And she just like always is amazing.
Sick.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
it's
she
her
also has her
headline.
own stuff. It's not violent. It's like singing and
Yeah,
you know,
Cool.
like
guitar,
alt
like
folky
songs.
Yeah.
kind of vibe. So
Yeah.
we're supporting
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So that'd be good.
that's this week, and
Lovely.
then just the rest of the year will be focusing on the EP, trying to
Yeah.
promote it. We need
and
to
write some more stuff and record some more
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the EP's pretty much good to go. In fact, it is.
In fact, it's 100% ready.
It's ready. It's 100%
Ooh.
ready.
Okay.
As of like yesterday. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And are you going to be like, just are you going to be banging out singles, or are you just going to hit us in the face with a fat
We're,
EP?
we're
and
gonna.
then,
So we've done 2 singles so far, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna put out the
Sweet.
5-track EP before like the Christmas hype comes. So like late November, hopefully.
Are you going to be doing any physical copies?
I
of
don't.
them?
I don't know.
Mm.
Um,
Could do the vinyl thing. Would be
We
so
would
nice to
love
music.
to.
wouldn't it?
that'd be cool.
It's just so
really
expensive
cool.
though, and I think they for vinyl don't they have to,
They have to make a master.
and you have to make
version of it, don't they?
loads, don't you? Like you have to chuck out the first 100 presses
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would love to have like loads. Got loads of ideas for cool merch and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but and physicals. But I don't know.
We'll get there. We probably need
yeah,
some
we'll
more
get there.
fans. We need to.
We might
Small
need some
thing.
fans who will actually buy them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, it's been really lovely having you both
Mm.
here.
Yeah,
chaps.
it's so
Thanks for having
nice.
us.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
Tell the people at home one more time where they can find your music, and look them right in the eye as well.
Oh
Really,
my
just give
goodness.
them
Do you
an
wanna-
eyeful.
do you want to do it?
So
Tell me this.
it's Quiet Houses on. Is it? Are you sure it is Quiet Houses on everything? If
It's
you type
Quiet
in Quiet
Houses.
Houses on Spotify or whatever
Quiet Houses UK on Facebook, I
DSPs.
think.
Oh yeah, Quiet Houses UK on Facebook if you're a Facebook fan, and yeah, just Quiet Houses. You can
Awesome.
find us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. I've got one more question. The penultimate, no, not penultimate question, because it's the final question.
Final
I've got one
question.
more question.
Yeah.
And I ask this to everyone. I'll
Ah.
start with Matt
Oh no.
to give us an example.
Okay.
So if you could sum this podcast up in 3 words,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about this.
what would
Yeah.
it be? Matthew, hit us hard.
But you have to remember, I've done like 33 of these, and the
Okay.
first few
Yeah.
were great, and after a while, it's like I have no like clever way of saying it. I'll say like wholesome, beautiful music.
Aww.
Let's go
Thank
straight.
you
That is
so
really
much.
nice.
Yeah.
That's so kind.
But you guys can feel free to be funny and
Um,
creative with it.
Be funny.
Try. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What's wrong with
Make me laugh.
Right, you go first, Lala.
Just-
cozy,
Cozy.
relaxed, hungover.
Nice.
That would be mine.
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
So am I.
We're quite hungover.
What you got, Jamie?
Fake plastic tree.
No.
Yeah. See.
Isn't that
Nice
a
one.
radio?
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
You guys should cover
Amazing.
that song actually.
Oh,
Ah.
that'd be fun.
That's a challenge.
That would
Instagram
be
cover.
great.
Amazing.
TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
TikTok vibes.
TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Follow us on TikTok.
Yeah, what's your TikTok hat? Is it just going to be?
Like,
Is
this
it
is Quiet Houses,
Okay,
I think. on
cool.
TikTok. Yeah.
awesome?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much
Yeah.
once
Wait,
again, chap.
Thanks
Oh
for
wait,
having us.
I've got to
Yeah,
do one.
you
Oh
can't
shit,
get
yeah.
out of that.
Oh yeah, okay. Hang on. I'm gonna say high and dry in a very nice way, because me and Matt were saying this before when you were sound checking, and it was like in our headphones, and we was like, it's so nice just to hear it, just like.
And that's a Radiohead song as well.
And it is a Radiohead song.
I
as
thought that's
well.
what you
Oh
were
my
going for.
God.
Oh,
No.
mad. Yeah.
So much Radiohead in like the last 2 minutes of the
Yeah.
podcast. We haven't added anything.
No, it's been a delight, chaps.
Thanks
Thank
so
you very
much. Thanks for
coming
having us.
on.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Thank you for watching at home. Of course, we're putting on podcasts every week. We're on this camera over here. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. But bloody hell, what camera are we on? Don't know where to look then. We're here. Right. Stop fucking around with me, man. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube, because we've got new podcasts every week, new artists, bringing them up in the Manchester scene. Make sure you check out Matt's Instagram.
Yeah.
He's doing some stuff, hopefully later in the year. Obviously, check out these guys because they're fucking awesome. They've got their new EP coming out later on in a few months. That's all from me, and I hope you have a good evening, day, wherever you are, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at Rec Rooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our Rec Rooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.